Good day, lightsaber addicts. Today is part 2 of what we did last week, and that's our opinions on episode 9. And with maybe a little bit of theories here and there. But last week we talked about Rey and her saber, Luke's saber, Rey's parents. So today we're going to talk about Snoke and maybe Luke's return. So what do you guys think about Snoke returning? Is it a possibility? I do think it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Just he seems so sure that Kylo could not hurt him. So was he a really good hologram? Is he a clone himself? And yes, I'm big on clones for some reason. They use cloning a lot in Legends books of Star Wars, so I'm really big into the clone thing. But and anyhow, I think it would be just absolutely awesome that there'd be a clone involved with Snoke.
For sure.
And yeah, I think that'd be sweet.
I personally don't know how he'll make an appearance, but I do believe he will come back. Looking at, what was it, episode 8, where he was sliced in half.
Yeah.
I mean, we all seen it with Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Was sliced in half and he clearly survived.
Yeah.
So you can't expect that would happen to a powerful Sith.
Yeah, it's
such
true.
As Snoke, and he would just die.
Yeah, it's true. Exactly. So, I mean, he wore this cool, like, black ring, too. Mm-hmm. Maybe his spirit is in there. Or maybe he's able to project himself like Luke did, or something. You know, I think Snoke is still alive.
Yeah.
I do. I just have a feeling he's alive and well and happy, maybe on a beach, sipping on a margarita. You know, just things like that.
Planning out his revenge against Kylo for attempting to kill him.
Although, I think it was done on purpose for Kylo to become true into the dark side.
True.
You know, he had to kill his master, and that's usually how it goes. I know it's for Sith, and they're not really Sith.
Yeah.
But in Kylo's head, he wants to be Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Or how Darth Vader was before he turned back to the light.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to kill. And what's a better way of killing your master then?
That's true.
You know, he killed his father. But he failed to try and kill his mom.
Yeah.
Princess Leia. So he had to kill his master, or so we think.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think Snoke will return.
For sure.
And I think he's just going to be super powerful. And then on the flip side of that, Luke. Will he return? Will he return as like full human kind of thing? Force ghost? I think he could be a Force ghost because his body did disappear. And you saw the cloak go down.
I still have trouble believing just the way that it played out in episode 8. That Luke would just go out like that.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess. It was, I mean, episode 8 was not the best thought out. No matter what, if you thought it was great or not, there was a lot of holes in that movie. A lot of plot holes. So, yeah, I mean, I agree.
To say. He will make a return, whether it's just an appearance like, flashbacks. Mm-hmm. That, say, Leia's having. Or maybe, again, his Force Ghost will make an appearance again to Leia to tell her, everything's okay, kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think we're going to see flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Mark Hamill will be in there for sure for flashbacks. But I really think Luke himself will be a Force ghost just because, again, we saw him disappear like Yoda did, like Obi-Wan did. That's why I think he'll be a Force ghost. I don't think he's alive.
Okay.
Now, I mean, we don't know a lot about the Force. Maybe there's a way to come back from the Force. I could be, But as far as we know through movies, when you disappear, you get to be one with the Force.
True.
So, but see, everyone that's gone like with one with the Force, their bodies disappeared. Now. One thing, it's kind of off the topic of episode 9. Darth Vader, he got to be a Force ghost. What the heck did Luke carry around? Was it just the shell of Darth Vader and the body was already gone? Does anyone know this really?
Yeah.
Because he's a Force ghost. All the other Force ghosts you see disappear.
Yeah.
But Vader doesn't. You see him pass away on the Death
Mm.
Star.
Yeah.
You don't really see him disappear though. And it looks like Luke is carrying Vader to his ship to get off the Death Star, but you don't actually see the body disappear, and it looks like the body's still in there because it seems pretty heavy.
Yeah, because then it just cuts to the scene where Darth Vader's being burned.
Yeah,
afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
So all
Luke's
you
burning
see
him.
is.
But you don't see his face. You don't see anything. You just see his. So did Vader disappear and became a Force ghost, or can you be a Force ghost without disappearing? That I'd like to know. Anyone know about that? Let me know in the comments, please. That'd be awesome. Yeah. So I think it's a question
That's a very good question. Yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah. I think too much. So
I think I was just focused on that sad moment where, Vader was gone.
Yeah. 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 So anyways, that'll be the end of part 2. We have one more part to this series, so stay tuned for that. You could follow us at our social media on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you for all the support.